So with scientific ninja tools being introduced into Boruto and these new characters having modified bodies, I started to think, what if we took some of these old gen characters and gave them some of this new tech? So this new series will revolve around that idea, and I'm going to do this for a lot of the Naruto characters and sort of give them these upgrades, but I'm going to mention some things in the manga, so if you don't want to get spoiled, then you should probably just leave now if you care about that stuff. So let's go ahead and get started. After the Kashin Koji fight, and after it got revealed that Kashin Koji is pretty much a clone of Jiraiya that's better in each and every way, such as having perfect Sage mode and clearly getting an increased power boost, I started to wonder how other OGen characters would be if they got improved to the same degree. Other members of Kara have been modified similarly, with their whole bodies being scientific ninja tools, which technically already makes them cyborgs, and the abilities they got allowed them to have some insane powers. And I've been wanting to incorporate some more Naruto content into the channel, so I'm going to start my favorite character in the series, the GOAT himself, Minato. And we're going to talk about what if he had his body modified with scientific ninja tools and he was a quote unquote cyborg. We're going to use the one that was actually alive and not the reanimated one, since that one had the 9 tails and I don't think it would make any sense to do that one. So I thought of like 3 different things that I would add to them, and then I kind of threw them in different hypothetical situations that both include Naruto and Boruto characters. So I'll throw them into events that happened to Naruto where he was alive at the time, and kind of what if he had these new abilities present. So 2 of his abilities will be things that kind of already exist in the whole Boruto world that have already been shown to us. And the last one will be something that I made up completely myself. Now, for most of the amount of cyborgs, there was a common theme for them, and that was regeneration. Now, I think if we give this to Minato, him having regeneration would be enough. Like, we could literally stop the video right here and I wouldn't have to say anything else. Now, is Minato my favorite character and I'm just a little bit biased? Yeah. Maybe I am. Just let me finish, okay? So if we give Minato regeneration, basically, like it says, any damage that he would take would instantly be healed, obviously. And considering Minato's speed, he rarely gets hit anyways. So most times this wouldn't be useful, but in a scenario that, he's fighting someone that can hit him, he would be able to recover very quickly. Now imagine someone as fast as Minato not having to worry about damage, and he can just go straight ballistic. I guarantee you, if he had this ability back in Naruto, the show would not be anywhere near the same. Now, this might be a hot take, don't shoot me, put the guns down, but Minato would have to be one of the strongest of his time. I swear if he had this ability in this current time, then every event happening in Naruto would be insanely different, because he would most likely be alive still. Now, there's already tons of videos on the concept where Minato is still alive, but kind of a sum it down, I kind of imagine Naruto will still get 9 tails. Kushina may or may not die, and every future threat in part 1 gets stomped out. Boom. That's all I got. So now, as far as the whole Reaper Death seal goes, I'm honestly not sure, but I'm guessing he's used a different seal since he wouldn't really need to sacrifice himself. But don't want to dive into that too deeply because, like I said before, it's kind of already concepts on that. But for the most part, I'm still using the Naruto storyline, but I'm just omitting the parts where Minato should be dead. Now, moving on to the second ninja tool that we would add to Minato would be, I would give him something that would complement his already fast speed and deadly skills. So I kind of analyzed this, and I think that if we give Minato Boro's Dark Cloud, which all in honesty is already pretty broken and hard to counter, if we give him that, then this just takes Minato to a whole nother level. Basically, if you don't know what this is Boro's Dark Cloud, and the Dark Cloud contains a virus that poisons you and deteriorates your body. So this can pretty much get transferred to you by any physical contact, or if you inhale it. I mean, it's a virus. Y'all know how that works, right? Yeah, we just went through a panoramic. Based on what I just told you, this is a very dangerous technique, and it's obvious to why it's very deadly in the right hands. Now imagine Minato being able to close the gap between his opponents and then being able to transfer a virus to them. Are you kidding me? Like, without prep time or proper knowledge of his ability, then Minato will have the upper hand 9 times out of 10. Only way to really beat this is by being immune to it, or sort of having the antidote from the person's blood. In this case, in the Boruto series, it was Boro. I guess in this case it would be Minato if he had the ability. But I think that this ability would really push Minato to that next level as a cyborg and sort of give him that assassin type vibe even more. An insanely fast ninja with a deadly virus would probably be one of the most broken ninja to exist, and I can't imagine that it would be pretty easy to stop him. Now, many people probably couldn't beat this just because the counterplay is very hard. You can push back the cloud with wind jutsus, but besides that, it's a very hard thing to fight. Now let's go back and put Minato in a situation with this. Let's go back to Naruto for this one. If he fought Obito with this Dark Cloud, how y'all think he would do with this? I actually think that Obito could avoid the Dark Cloud for a little bit with his Kamui, but I do feel like that he would eventually get caught just from being outsped, or Minato being able to land one on him or land it on him. But I wonder if this was like the war Obito with the fan, he would just be able to just blow the cloud away. So interesting how that would work out, but all hypotheticals, of course. Just kind of wanted to put him into a quick scenario where he would have this Dark Cloud ability. Now for the last ability, this is all my own. I created this out of thin air. It took me like a day, but I think for this one, Minato is going to have the power to make kunais from whatever material he touches, or he can change it based on the chakra nature that he wants it. So let's say he's next to some silver, right? He can touch the silver and he can create a silver kunai out of thin air. Or let's say he wants a wind kunai, he can create one of those too. I believe that Minato had trouble adding chakra natures to like his Rasengan, so this is kind of like my version of, okay, we'll just give you sort of chakra kunais. Now I wanted his last one to be a little bit different, but not a little bit too OP, because if we gave him something OP, like, I don't want to make him stupid broken, but I want to keep it a little bit balanced. So I feel like if he had different kunais for different situations, then he'll be able to have a wider arsenal. The only thing that if he's changing his kunai to a chakra nature, it can only be fire, wind, and lightning. And that's just the natures that he's strong in based on what the wiki said. So now that's about how creative I can get without going too far. Like I said before, I feel like I could improve on this idea a little bit. But yeah, I didn't know how to expand on it anymore. Not sure how you guys would expand on that ability. Basically, the idea is Minato will be able to create kunais out of different chakra natures. But with all that said, this video is mainly about if he was a cyborg in Boruto. And I'm just going to bring up this hypothetical fight because I'm not going to go into it too deep because y'all going to hate me if I start power scaling. Let's have Minato and Kakashi and Koji fight. Who do y'all think would win in this hypothetical fight if we just gave Minato every single ability in this video, or maybe some other abilities? Who do you guys think would actually win in this fight? I feel like it's kind of would be a cool fight considering that Jiraiya was Minato's teacher, so this kind of seemed like it would be a decent fight. Minato with Regeneration, Dark Cloud, and the kunai ability. Who do y'all think would really have the upper hand? Like I said, not doing the power scaling stuff, not the best at it. So we already know how strong Kakashi and Koji is. I definitely do think that the fight would be even. That's all I'm gonna say for now. You guys in the comments, let me know what you guys think. Who do you guys think would win in this fight if sort of like Minato got the Jiraiya treatment, basically? But yeah, this was pretty much my list of things that I would give Minato if he was a cyborg in Boruto. Did you guys like the list? I know it was in Boruto, but I kind of put him into some Naruto situations just to kind of explain the abilities, if that makes any sense. Are there any things you would give him, or even anything you would remove from this list? I try to keep it reasonable and not make him insanely broken. Of course, for this next one, I'll probably do some more fan favorite characters from Naruto. Maybe Itachi, maybe Shisui. Let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll think about doing them. Kind of the abilities are going to be taken up at some point, so I'm going to start making some original ones and trying to think of things out of thin air. So it'll be very interesting to see how far this series go. But yes, let me know in the comments and what you guys really want to see. And I want to keep this series going at least monthly or bi-weekly, but that all depends. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section, and make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and join the Discord. And I will see you guys later. Peace. Say.